Hello and welcome to Richard's Home Mechanics. Thank you for visiting my channel. Right, it's that time of year again when the dreaded car MOT is due. We all hate it, you know, even me. I put my cars and my vans in them for an MOT. No matter what I check and try and find, there's normally something that I've missed or they will find. That's natural. At the moment, we've got my father-in-law's car, which is due for an MOT in about 4 weeks time, so it can actually go in a month before the expiry date. So what we've got here is one issue I've brought the car out, and one issue is the lights are made of plastic and they tend to mist up and they go all funny and misty. Now that's an instant MOT fail, so let me show you what I mean. Right, here we go. This is one of the front lights. This is the actual near side, and as you can see, it's really misty. Now these are made of plastic, not glass, and what happens over a period of time with the heat of the lights inside and the weather elements of getting hot and cold, they mist up like that, and that is an instant MOT fail. So even if we put that in, that is going to fail, so we need to sort that out. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Now I've already done the driver's side one, so I'm going to show you, this is before, and I'm also going to show you the one I've already done, and then we're actually going to come back to this one and do it and show you how I clean this lens ready for an MOT. Now here's the driver's side. Now this took me a whole 10 minutes to do myself, and it's something you can do at home, and it is so simple. Very simple tools. You can use hand tools or you can use power tools. So let's move over to the other side and let's show you exactly how I got this light ready for the MOT. Now there's many ways to clean these, but I found this particular way works for me. And what I do first of all, if it's quite bad like this, believe it or not, you use wet and dry. This is a 1500. Do not go any more coarser than 1500 because it will actually start scratching the plastic. By using a very fine wet and dry, it just takes the surface of the plastic off, like skin. You're taking the top of the skin of the plastic off. And then once we get to that, we'll get to stage 2. So what we're going to do now is a bit of soapy water in a bucket. And it's as simple as this. Grade 15 wet and dry, circular motions. Don't go across because it will show. Circular motions. Keep wetting the paper. Now normally, if this was a nice new car, I would put masking tape all around the edges, but we're not too fussed. All we want to do is get this through an MOT. So here we go. So literally make sure that wet and dry does not become dry. You want it nice and wet. Here we go. Circular motions. Don't go forward and backwards. Circular. Round and round. Don't have to be hard. Here we go. You can already see that it's improving. Takes minutes. Now you think to yourself, what's a garage going to charge you to do this? That's what you've got to think about. Doing it yourself. That's why we do Richard's Home Mechanics. Keep the cost down, keep these motors running. Here we go. Nice and gentle circular motions. Keep the same circle motion, because if you change it, it can possibly show the marks. But as I say, do not go any more coarser than 1500. When I say coarser, it means it's a bigger grit. So I wouldn't use an 80 grit in here. You'd use that for metal work, and that would absolutely ruin this lens. So 1500, absolute maximum grade. Here we go. Keep it nice and wet. So you can already see the improvement. So as I say, circular motions, nice and steady. Keep working your way around. Let's just get a rag. We should already see an improvement on what we're doing. Now we can already see an improvement. This is stage 1 of the clean. Now this is a particular job that takes your time. Don't rush it. If you see a little bit, wipe it. If you see a little bit, go back to it. Gentle circular motions is the name of the game. We want to keep these costs down, keeping these old cars running, don't we? And doing this will certainly save you money. And it'll get you through an MOT as well. So here we go. Give it another wipe just to make sure what you're doing. I'm wiping it to see what my progress is, because I don't want to go too far. I only want to do the minimum I need to get this cleaned. I think a little bit more there. and I think the job will be a good one, and we can move on to the next stage. Nice easy circular motions, nice smooth circular motions. Don't have to rub it hard. Let the wet and dry do the work. Let that clean this plastic off. And what you're doing is you're taking the top layer of plastic, the damaged plastic is being taken off, and that's what we're doing. It's like when a snake shreds its skin. We're taking the top of the damaged layer of plastic, leaving fresh plastic underneath. Now I think we're nearly there. Now that's taken minutes, hasn't it? Right, let's give it a wipe with me cloth. Now I think we're ready to move on to stage 2, which is the last stage. Let's crack on. Now, got 2 ways of doing this. All we're going to do, we're going to buff this up. Let's have a look. We're going to buff this up. I'm using, you can get special cutting liquids. I'm just going to use a standard T-cut. That does the job. People use toothpaste, you can use what you want, but just standard T-cut will do this job. Now you've got 2 options. You can either put a bit of T-cut and rub away, it will do the same job. But because I happen to have a drill attachment here with me, I've put a little soft sponge on here. These are as cheap as chips. You can get them off eBay. I think I bought a kit of 5 for about a tenner. And they're just soft buffing, polishing cloths or sponges. Look, they're soft, they're not abrasive. You don't stick nothing to it. You just use this on the plastic. Dump a bit of this on. Don't matter, you're going to make a mess. You're going to make a mess, whatever. And we just go like this. So what you want to do is you don't want that to get hot, because if it gets hot it could possibly damage the plastic. So plenty of T-cut. Here we go. Circular motions, round and round. Just let the drill do the work. Let the sponge, the attachment do the work. Here we go, how simple is that? Let's give it a wipe, shall we? Can you see the difference? Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Just so cheap and simple to do. Obviously needs a bit more. Don't go light, just put what you do not want this sponge to run dry. Keep throwing this T-cut on, or any other cutting compound, but T-cut I find works really well. And here we go. What I'm going to do now, I've done an initial fast. I'm going to slow the drill down so it can just give it a nice natural polish. So I don't want it to spin too fast, I'm just slowing it down. Again, you can do this with a cloth, a standard cloth, just takes a bit more effort and a bit longer. Right, I'm going to put my glasses on now. The reason being that this will kick off quite a bit now. Here we go. Don't hold back on the liquid. It's a £5 a bottle. It's not, it's cheap. Here we go. Nice and slow. Just doing the final buff now. Quick wipe with the cloth, and what we're doing, we're just going to see the progress. Look at that. That's amazing, the difference that makes. Right, I think we're going to give it one more quick go, and then we'll buff it off with just a cloth. Here we go. nice and slow. I'm slowing it down now. Right, I'm going to give that a quick wipe and then we're going to get an extra clean cloth. Don't worry about this, this is just all the residue. I'll wipe off. As I said, if this was a new car, I would put masking tape all the way around the edge to protect it in case I with the buffing that touched it and it could touch the paint. But it's an old car, doesn't matter. We just want to get an MOT on this car and get this beauty back on the road. That's what the name of the game with Richard Home Mechanics is. Right. Do you think that's looking better? I do. Right, the last stage, I'm going to give it a hand buff. Non-machine, in case I've missed any impurities there. Give it just a one-off, like that. Just a nice circular motion. You notice that I'm turning the same way that the drill was drilling. I love this. I love the end result. You know, it's worth 10 minutes of my time. 10 minutes can save you £100 in this job. Now I think that's looking blimmin' good. Right, I can take my goggles off now. We've done the spinning up. What we're going to do now, give it a final buff. Going to give the car a wash later anyway before an MOT, but we just needed to get this ready and legal for an MOT. What do you think? I think that is a marked improvement. Anyway, that's the end of this video. That is how simple it is to clean plastic lights that have gone yellow through age and heat of the bulb. We'll catch you next time on Richard's Home Mechanics. Thank you for watching my channel. Please feel free to subscribe and hit that notifier. Plenty more on the way. And don't forget, I have a midweek blog now as a special on a Wednesday. Catch you soon. Bye bye for now.